After watching the 2 post-credit scenes in Suicide Squad, the question is, what do they mean and what do they tell us about the future of the DCEU? Well, you're in luck because here at Spoilers MV, we're going to show you what they mean and how they set up the future. After we see Bloodsport finally getting over his fear of rats, we venture into the 2 post-credit scenes. When we see Weasel again, he's surprisingly still alive, spitting out seawater and waking up on the beach of Corto Maltese. Weasel was thought to be the first death in the film after jumping out of the helicopter into the sea and drowning. He's sort of a gullible character who has supposedly somehow killed 27 children, but the Task Force X team doesn't know that he can't swim. So Michael Rooker's character, Savant, jumps in to save the furry murderer and quickly declares him dead without thorough evaluation. After waking up, Weasel hobbles off inland, probably going to re-traumatize the people of Corto Maltese as they are attempting to put their lives back together. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that we have not seen the last of Weasel, and that he will most likely show up in the sequels. He could even show up in the Peacemaker series that will be led by director James Gunn. It makes sense for this to happen, as Gunn said that he had fun working with the character, and not to mention that it is his own brother, Sean Gunn, that is the voice actor for Weasel, something I'm sure James Gunn will mock his brother at family dinners from now on. And with Peacemaker, he is still alive, according to the next post-credit scene, as we see him laying in the hospital bed after he was removed from the rubble that toppled him. This is going to be a very awkward situation with Bloodsport, as he shot Peacemaker to his death, or so we thought, before the rubble came down. In the end, Bloodsport shoots Peacemaker to save Ratcatcher and retrieve the drive that held damning evidence on the US government and its involvement in Project Starfish. But Bloodsport uses the drive as leverage for him and his comrades instead of revealing the evidence to the world as Rick Flag was intending to do before Peacemaker killed him. This creates a major conflict. Even though Bloodsport hasn't revealed the drive to the world, he still has it in his back pocket. And the last time Peacemaker was conscious, he was doing anything in his power to get a hold of that drive. Also, Peacemaker has a lot more screen time coming in the DCEU, not only because of the HBO Max series coming in 2022, but also with his post-credits scene showing that he is still alive. And it's obvious the government still wants him to participate in their suicide missions. And one thing James Gunn said about Weasel that is worth noting before we go. During an interview, Gunn asked the question to himself: how can a character like Weasel have the brain capacity to even kill 27 kids? He then continued to talk about how people in the real world get wrongfully convicted of crimes that they didn't commit. All the time this happens. So maybe Weasel is harmless and didn't really kill those kids. Anyway, Gunn is planting this in our heads to think more about it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. And if you learned something today and want to learn more about these popular films, hit that subscribe button to always stay informed. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.